Dozens of fraudulent unemployment documents being sent out to people right here in Michigan.
And now those who are getting them are wondering why. Fox 17's Ryan Cummings live in the newsroom after speaking with one man about the letters that he's received. Ryan?
Derek and Janice, this is just one of the thousands, of course, of fraud cases that the UIA is trying to stop. The man did apply for benefits months ago, but the letters that were sent to his home were addressed to people that he has never even heard of.
I'm getting cards. I got 2 today. I got 3 yesterday. Those are still coming in.
Shane Farland Sr. is the general manager for Quality Asphalt and Maintenance in Charlotte. His work is seasonal, so he applies for unemployment during the winter months. Recently, though, he opened his mail and discovered that others have been applying for benefits too using his address.
The first ones that came through all in one day, and I have not received any more. This is the ones that are actually from the state of Michigan that have, our coat of arms.
The UIA even sent out the Bank of America debit cards.
I was pretty much in shock, especially with the debit cards, that my concern was the long-term cost to our system and overall and its solvency. Because if it takes too much of a hit and there's this much fraud, when we actually do need it, or the people that do need it, it's going to fall through, because we can't just be giving away tons of money to people that aren't actually real.
He posted the letters on a Facebook Live last week, and somebody told him to contact Fox 17. He tells me he also tried getting a hold of the UIA, but got kicked off of its phone system.
But I found it extremely unnerving to me and weird that all of this can run through in such a large amount, but it's so hard to get through if you're if you're in need of it for real.
Another viewer from Owasso received these documents, 24 different letters with the names of 14 different people, all sent to his address. He said it looks and feels like 9 letters contain those debit cards.
Why would debit cards get sent out if it's not an approved case?
A very good question that we asked the UIA. The agency responded saying that this is a good example of the fraud protection that we have in place to protect the unemployment system. Each of these claims were flagged as suspicious, and we sent a request for information to the address on file. Anyone is able to file a claim for benefits using a name and social security number. Since the imposter did not input a payment method at the claim filing, debit cards were sent to the address on file. The UIA says the likely reason criminals chose this address is because Shane's house is listed for sale, and they thought that nobody would be living there to check the mail. Shane says the house just went on the market a couple of weeks ago.
I haven't ran into my carrier and haven't talked, but I was like, if I was a mail carrier and saw something and dealt with them all the time and knew, I would be questioning what this person's doing in their house.
Now, the UIA says that in Shane's case, after being flagged, even though they were delivered, money was never loaded onto those debit cards. So if you are getting similar documents, the agency wants to hear about it. You can report fraud at michigan.gov/UIA. And as always, if you have an issue with UIA or any other issue, you can email us, problemsolvers@fox17online.com. Live in the newsroom, Ryan Cummings, Fox 17 News.
What a mess. Thank you, Ryan.